Hey guys, here we go. Kevin Tansey, Reece Kelly and Robert Dowd are returning to the Sheffield Steelers for 2025 to 2026. Today we're going to be going over those three players returning to the Steelers, as well as is Dominic Cormier leaving the Steelers, is Logan Nielsen going to be signing for the Steelers, and is Scott Conway going to be leaving the Belfast Giants with a tweet he released, as well as Cormier's tweet. And then we're going to be going over the biggest one of the lot. Is Scott Conway going to be signing for the Steelers? Now, obviously, that's very unlikely, but it could happen. It could happen. There's a likely chance it will happen. And today we're going to go over that. So we're going to start with the big news. Obviously, over the past week, over this week, we have gone over every single piece of news that has came out in the off season, and every single day that I want to schedule something that I've scheduled in the previous times, something big comes out on that day, and I think, screw it, we're making a video on that. So everybody knew in the Steelers fan base that Robert Dowd and Kevin Tansey were going to come back for 25-26. It was confirmed because in March of 2024, Robert Dowd signed for 2 more years, which would confirm him for 24-25 and 25-26. This is Robert Dowd's 18th season for the Steelers. 18th season for the Steelers. It is his 3rd season as the Sheffield Steelers captain. Hopefully not the last season of Robert Dowd. You know, he's getting old now and he's played 18 seasons. I really would like to see if he could take over Jonathan Phillips' total games played and become the longest reigning captain for the Steelers. Obviously, Robert Dowd's won 3 trophies. Hopefully in his 3rd season he can pick up some more stuff. He did start at Belfast and then he came to Sheffield, and, well, the rest is history, isn't it? Obviously, last season was a very historic season for Robert Dowd. He broke a lot of records. Now, in terms of records for next season, I don't think there's as many as there were this season, but Robert Dowd still managed to do the records that he did last season. So it was a pretty good 24-25 for Robert Dowd, even though he didn't get to raise much as a captain. Hopefully GB do something this weekend so he's able to do something there as well. Now, the second returnee, and we knew about this one as well, is Kevin Tansey, who is studying at Sheffield Hallam University, hence why he has also returned. So, Kevin Tansey's back. We also knew this one. This one was pretty much confirmed anyway. So Kevin Tansey has returned for his 3rd season with the Steelers, signing at the start of 23-24. He is a very good defender. We know what to expect from Kevin Tansey. Obviously, the Tansey smash, the hits, and he does score some pretty good goals as well. And he plays really well as a forward. We answered that one last season. So he's a very good signing, but I think the biggest one of the lot is Reece Kelly coming back. At times, Reece Kelly has been the player we need. I think this is good for Reece Kelly. Now, depending on, I actually thought that Reece Kelly wouldn't come back, but obviously Reece Kelly has come back. So Reece Kelly, Robert Dowd and Kevin Tansey are going to come back for next season. Moving on, last night Dominic Cormier put a tweet up. Now, this is where it gets serious, guys. This is where the off-season begins to get serious. Dominic Cormier put a tweet up saying, "Thank you, Sheffield." Now, at first, again, we had mixed opinions on this tweet. There was half the fan base who were going, "Oh, he's leaving," and another half of the fan base who is going, "Thank you, Cormier, love to see you back next season." I'm going to go with the leaving side of the fan base, simply because the keen-eyed people pay attention to things, and I have found something that confirms that Dominic Cormier might not be coming back to the Steelers next season: his Twitter bio. Before he put the tweet out, Steelers was included in his Twitter bio. It's not anymore. So that right there just says it all, doesn't it? It says that Conway, he might have been offered money in Europe, but wherever he's going, we do wish him the best of luck, but I don't think Cormier is going to come back for next season. So next season, there might not be Brandon Whistle, there might not be Matt Greenfield, there might not be Dominic Cormier. A lot of people are saying this could be one of the most heartbreaking off seasons to be a Steelers fan, but you can't say that yet because obviously we've got all the other players as well who might come back. But Europe is going to put a lot of offers on the table for some of these Steelers players after seeing how they did in the CHL. Another tweet that was put out by a player is Scott Conway, and if we look at his tweet, it also looks like that Scott Conway might be yet again departing the Belfast Giants. There's a lot of rumours going around about Scott Conway at the minute. A lot of fans are saying that he is going to leave to another arena team. A lot of people are theorising that Nottingham are going to sign him. A lot of people are theorising that Sheffield are going to sign him. But a lot of people are saying that it's not possible for Sheffield to sign him because of how much he slagged us off. Let's go through this. So it really depends on how much money Sheffield throw. Because if Sheffield throw a lot of money at Scott Conway, he'll join because of how much money we're throwing at him. I also think that if Scott Conway did join the Steelers, I think a lot of our fans would be happy to see him at Sheffield. He's a good player. You know, all the banter aside, he is a good player for Belfast, and if he was at Sheffield, he would actually do a good favour for Sheffield. A lot of people are theorising that he's going to go elsewhere in Europe. It really depends. We're just going to have to wait and see, obviously, what happens. Obviously, yesterday, we heard Tom McCollum is going to be leaving Belfast, and that rumour's very, very much true. So we're just going to have to see where Conway goes. And the final one is Logan Nielsen will probably be leaving the Nottingham Panthers after his playoff win. Now, there's a big theory going around that Logan Nielsen will go and join Cade Nielsen in Glasgow. There's also the rumour that Logan Nielsen will come over to Sheffield. And honestly, if Logan Nielsen joins Sheffield, I think a lot of Panthers fans would call him a traitor. But obviously, again, it depends where the money's thrown. It depends where Logan wants to go. It depends where he wants to take his career. Again, in the end, it's not up to us, the fans, where these players go. It is where the money goes. It is where the talent goes. So we just have to sit here every single day and wait for news on where these players are going. Oh, another crazy day in the off season. It just gets more and more and more insane, and it will only get more and more insane. So what do you think is going to happen on Friday, guys? We might get some more news today. You never know. Is Friday going to be the actual day when I can actually make a scheduled video? If you guys have enjoyed this video, give it a like and of course subscribe. And guys, I will see you tomorrow for another Sheffield Steelers guy video. Goodbye.